Welcome back to another Yap session. And funny enough, we actually were able to stay on one topic. Kind of. Today, Chanel and I dive into our love of music, talking about the genres we gravitate to and how we adapt music into our lives. In some aspects, we're the exact same, and in others, we completely differ. Listen in and see who you relate to more.
So, Cindy.
Yes, no.
Let's talk about the fact that you like metalcore.
Oh, yeah.
You like metalcore.
I do.
Was that a revelation for you? I was shocked.
Were you?
Yes.
Oh, why were you shocked?
I was shocked because so I remember I came out here and we were in the car getting food from that one random place.
There's so many.
The Ghost Kitchen random place.
Ooh, Nor Indian.
Ooh.
That place is so good. I'm just sad they're going to be like an official storefront. Because that
Will
means,
it hit the same?
I don't know.
Will it be
to wait
more
and see.
expensive?
It is more expensive now, yes. Because when it's a ghost kitchen, it's a test kitchen. So I was told they're trying to make new recipes. And that's why things like the puri that we always got is off the menu because they tried it and I don't think they liked it enough to put it onto their official menu.
Bring it back.
We have to go talk. The guy's really nice. He really wants people to come in to offer feedback. Because I told him, like, I eat at his ghost kitchen all the time. And he's like, well, we'd greatly appreciate if you come to our storefront. Like, we put in all that time to create the da-da-da-da. And he's like, if you review us. So I'm assuming they're still in the period of, like, But at the same time, watch us be the only two people who ordered it off the menu. And that's the reason why they got
everybody
rid
else
of it.
was like, what's that?
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, metalcore.
Yeah, so we were sitting in the car, and I am a Sleep Token fan. If anybody doesn't know that, they don't know me. But my phone was plugged in for some reason. And so I started playing music, and I'm like, okay, let me just play some Sleep Token, or it shuffled or whatever. And then we started playing that music, and you were like, okay. This got a little beat in it.
I think it was Granite.
Granite, that's what it was. And you were like, I was like, okay, Cindy. And we were rocking. We were rocking to it in the passenger seat.
Yeah, but the reason why is when people say, like, when you hear a new song, what do you hear first, the lyrics or the beat? I'm always the person who's a beat. I don't know the lyrics of a song. So I'll recommend songs to people who'll be saying that they'll be saying the darndest of things, the wildest of things. And I'm like, I've sent you songs before where they're out of the box. And you're like, what are you listening to? And I'm like, no, just listen to the beat. So I'm a fan of any type of song that has a good beat. I don't think it matters the genre. As long as the beat is good, I'm going to enjoy it. And that's the reason why I'm like, why are you shocked I like metalcore? Because if it got a good beat, I'm gonna listen to it.
I was shocked.
I'm not biased. It's the part
you aren't biased.
Yeah, the only part I don't like is when it's like it takes you away from the beat. So typically when there's like, you just call it yelling, screaming. Yeah. At that point, you don't really have a beat. You just have screaming.
Yeah, which we need to dive you deeper into the Sleep Token music because there's different songs. The one that I put you on to,
Granite,
Caramel. That's the one that has the screaming at the end that you don't like.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but other songs I like their screaming because it you know what I mean? It's more integrated in the song. When in that song, it kind of just feels disjointed and kind of like, okay.
It felt like it came out of nowhere.
It came out of nowhere, and then we stopped the groove that we were on because the rest of the song, I'm like, to me, stick to me like camera. Like,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just interrupts that. So even when I listen to it, I honestly just skip that part. I like the very end and then just the beginning part of the song. Or most of the
there's
song.
like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
That it's just like, we could have done without.
It's grating for that one. But for their other music, well, we're going to have to do a little deep dive with you. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. But I don't know if you'll like all of their songs. I feel like I've been curating.
I think a group that I like all their stuff is Dayseeker.
I love me some Dayseeker. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
You have not listened to all their stuff.
I listened to the entire album.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful album.
It's a really good album.
You go back a few years more.
Right.
Screaming.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like as artists ebb and flow, people ebb and flow in and out.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like artists have specific eras. And I like to use K-pop as a good example because K-pop is like a genre of music where the groups always go through different eras and people will join in at certain eras where it's like, let's just say for BTS, I think they were more like bad boy-esque at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And now most of them are in the army, but before they were in the army, they were like pretty boy, you know?
Yeah.
Like more soft and like more emotion and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like a lot of people who know of BTS now might not have liked them in the beginning, but the direction and that they've taken and they're going to now, that's where they build their fan base, you know?
Yeah.
So unless, of course, Dayseeker decides to go back, that would be something different.
But you see, they specifically changed up their sound because they felt like what they was doing was not getting them to where they needed to go.
Right.
They were like, we've been doing this for years. Let's get it together.
Yeah.
And they sure did. They said, you guys want something catchy?
Right.
Here's a whole album. Yeah. And here's another one.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I think the industry is interesting because I feel like regardless of what Dayseekers does, there's going to be people who are day one fans that anything and everything that they do, they're going to love. But if you want to be successful, you want to continue making your music, you're going to have to tailor it to what the audience is most attracted to.
Yep.
So you could just say that I'm just a mainstream Dayseeker fan because I like the stuff that they are doing now. Right? And it's quote unquote more mainstream because it's what a wider mass of people are doing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's generally why I like metalcore because it's more like take pop music and just make it metal. You know what I mean? Like it's melodies and it's more focused on like the melody and melodic music instead of, hardcore screaming and that stuff. And there's definitely songs that I listen to. I love me some Spirit Box. I might have to put you on some Spirit Box.
I know Spirit Box did a collaboration with Meg Thee Stallion. I like that.
Sure did. So I'm going to have to put you on that. But they have like entire songs screaming top to bottom, but I actually like it.
Interesting.
Because that doesn't happen very often for me.
I don't know if I'd like that.
We'll see.
Because here's the thing. The thing I like about a song is a beat.
It's got a beat.
It does it now.
It does. For some reason.
And I can hear it?
I think you can hear it.
Okay.
Because like I said, I'm not the type of person, I don't like just screaming for the purpose of screaming. You got to give me something.
Right.
And Spirit Box, they give you that something to where me and Aaron will be in the car like the entire song.
Interesting. That's me sometimes. I be having dance parties in my car.
You have to.
When I was driving to pick you up, I was listening to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston in traffic. I sometimes wonder if people look at me in my car and I'm like,
I don't even care this more.
I don't care.
I be giving full concerts in my car.
But the thing is though, I want people to notice so I can turn and we're dancing together. That's an experience that I want. Like someone's jamming with me in their car.
Crazy.
But at the same time, I'm trying to do better because I heard from some people that it's not a good idea to make eye contact with strangers because of your safety and yada, yada, yada,
Makes
yada.
sense. Makes sense.
But car dance parties, though.
Car dance parties. Does anybody want to meet up to have a car dance party?
Yeah. I do.
And everybody's in their own car and you're
just
like...
It's kind of like, what is it called?
A drive-in movie?
No, silent disco.
Silent disco, but with cars. So we're spreading it out even more. The next COVID-19, COVID 2025. Let me not put that out in the ether.
Please knock on that wood right now.
Let me. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Please, God in heaven.
I don't
please.
Want to.
But that I think that would be fun, just for the one time.
Have you ever been to a silent disco?
I have not. Have you?
No, I want to.
I'd be willing to try it.
Right. I was actually supposed to go in London.
You see.
But I forgot. So we never went.
Because they normally have like 2 to 3 different songs and then you get like headphones, right? Or like playlists.
So it's pretty much you have a DJ, but the DJ plays through the headphones, not through out loud. So pretty much everybody who's a part of the silent disco, silent dance party, whatever, can hear the same song. But if like, let's just say you were in it, and you were dancing, I walked by, I wouldn't know what you're dancing to. But you would be having a great time because you can hear the music. And then the people around you would hear the music, but me on the outside, I'd hear absolutely nothing.
Yeah. You see, I would love that. Well, we should do that. and listen to all of our own music, and then just be, all of us are listening to Caramel. Let me. That'd be nice. Have a little one. A little dance party.
But at that point, if it's little, we might as well play the music out loud.
It's true.
Yeah.
But we all have different tastes when it comes to music, which we've been having our music club / book club / finance club /
we need to change the name.
/
We'd still call it book club.
We call it book club, and we don't even read books anymore.
No, we don't. That crashed and burned real fast.
It did. But the problem was we could not find a good book.
Because our tastes don't match.
Our tastes don't match.
Yeah.
And so when we find something that we're all interested in,
Octavia Butler.
It's bad.
It's literally just Octavia
It's either
Butler.
amazing or it's bad.
Well, it's just Octavia Butler.
Yeah.
I think that was the only book series that we all agreed
on.
that we enjoyed reading together.
Yeah.
Everything else I think was a miss.
It was a miss.
But anyway, sorry, your point on different music tastes.
Yeah. What kind of music you listen to?
Everything.
You listen to and now you really listen to everything.
Like, I don't think I really have a specific music taste.
Whenever you listen to music, you kind of just put it on. Me, I'm listening to the same album.
I can't do that.
I have to. Like the past month.
Yeah.
Sleep Token. Like literally, they just released their album beginning of May or something like that. It's been that one album and the rest of their playlist. And before that, it was Spirit Box because I was going to a concert.
Yeah.
And so there was a period, I don't remember what time, maybe like my senior year of college, I like pretty much exclusively listened to Pierce the Veil. Just Pierce the Veil.
Oh.
Because I was extremely stressed out. So I think that was a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
But I would listen to it while I was doing homework, right? And so I would just listen to, at that time they probably had like 4 albums, 5 albums, so a good amount of music. But I was working, sit down to do math, working.
Yeah.
Playing that the entire time. So I listen to the same music. I have my music library. There's like 5,000 songs in there. I recently went through all of it, and I think I whittled it down to maybe 3,000.
Okay. Dang, that's a lot that you got rid of.
It's a lot. So now every song I know. And so I just listen to the same music, and then new stuff will come out from the bands that I like, and I'll listen to it. If I go to a concert, I really hone in on that. If somebody releases new music and I like that band, I'll listen to that. And I just kind of stick to the same. Like you said, you asked me like, oh, how do you like do the feature where you get new, like just random music at the end of a playlist or whatever. Yeah. And so I showed you how to do that. I rarely use that.
The thing is, that's the only way I'm able to find new songs, because I'm not the type of person that I go and I listen to albums. Like there's artists I'll listen to their albums for. Like I'll listen to Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Ella Mai, her EPs. I'll go through those. It's a very small group of artists that if they bring out new music, I'm willing to sit down and actually go through the album. And it has to be like, you need to impress me at some point. Like Ella Mai had an EP that I thought was super genius, because the last note of every single song was the first note of the next song. And it told a story, because you remember Boot Up?
Yeah.
The entire story of that album, I think it was like a 4 to 5 song EP, where it was meeting somebody, falling in love, going into problems, breaking up, and then ultimately that like, hey, I feel like I'm happy to be free. But you can listen to it together, because it's like a cyclical process where it's like, I found someone I'm really interested in, we're together, things are perfect, things are not perfect, I broke up with them and I'm gonna be free. Oop, just saw somebody else. And I thought that was so genius, because even with the last song, the last note of the last song is the first note of the next song, you know? And I know there's other artists that do that as well, but that's the main reason why I listen to Ella Mai stuff, because I think what she does is so genius. But I'm not gonna go and be like, who is an artist that I listened to one song of? I can't even think of somebody, but let's just say Chappell Roan comes out with the one song and I really, really like it. I like that one song, but I don't feel the need to go and listen to her entire album. I just like that one song. I want to move on.
Yeah.
Like I need to be able to hear like consecutive songs of somebody at like random times, be like, okay, these are all from the same album. Let me go look at it. But if that doesn't happen, we probably won't get me.
Yes. And then we could talk about Chaperone for a second, because
Okay.
I think I have a furtherance on the point. So I first found Chaperone because she blew up last year,
Ish, I think, yeah.
like really big last year. And so I saw her probably on YouTube, maybe like 2 years before that or something like that. It was the one people out there might remember. It was a music video, and she was like, in the music video, she was interested in another woman, and the other woman was like a mime or like a magician or something. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure it's a popular song, the song that's in that one. And so I listened to a few of her different songs. I couldn't get into it.
That's fair.
She makes good music. Full out,
Yeah.
flat out. All her music, especially the popular songs that I've heard, they're all good. No complaints.
Yeah.
She's doing her thing.
Right.
Period. But for me, it just doesn't hit. And I was watching this video one time. It was like one of those random street interviews with, just a random YouTuber. Okay, and he's talking to this guy, and he was like, who's an artist like you don't connect with or something, some question like that. And the person said Chaperone, black man, I'm guessing black gay man, period. And he was like, she's cute, but she's too white. And I was like, I think that's it. I think that's it for me. Why I don't connect with it in the way that I connect with it. So that's just me on Chaperone. But I listened to her entire album, top to bottom, because I'll give people a chance. Give me the album. Even though the songs weren't hitting, I was like, let me listen to the entire album.
I always send you stuff, and you're like,
I listen to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I either go,
Oh, Meg Thee Stallion is also another artist that I'll go through and I'll listen to her entire.
Meg Thee Stallion. So for Meg Thee Stallion, for her, I find I only gravitate towards certain songs.
Yeah.
And whichever songs I like, I love.
Well, but I'm saying, like, she's an artist that regardless of whatever,
Oh, yeah,
I will
yeah,
listen. Because
yeah.
that's the same thing. Because
Yeah.
the only reason why I remember you give everything a shot is because Meg Thee Stallion's new album came out. And you're like, is it worth the listen? And I was like, there's a number of songs that I like on it. And that's why you went through and listened and you like songs. But I feel like even though there's songs that you gravitate to, Meg Thee Stallion is still an artist that you will go through and like listen to everything that she puts out in an album. You'll pick your songs that you'll go through. So it's not like your Dayseeker, Pierce the Veil, where you actually listen through the album, but you're still willing to listen to Meg all the way through whenever she comes out with stuff.
Yep. Yes, ma'am. So who are your artists that you like? They don't have to be your favorite of all time, but just artists that you like.
I like Beyonce.
Beyonce.
She's the only person that I would drop money for.
Whew.
She's the only one that with no question.
Yeah.
Let me put that in, because this year Beyonce went on tour, Tyler the Creator went on tour, Kendrick and SZA went on tour, and I think somebody else also went on tour. I can't remember. So let's just use these three.
Yep.
Those are 3 concerts I'd be more than happy to go to. But Tyler the Creator, I hesitated. Kendrick and SZA, I hesitated. Beyonce, it was without question. And I feared that if I had already bought tickets to Kendrick and SZA or Tyler the Creator, I still would have bought tickets to Beyonce and I would have figured it out later.
Yeah.
So she's an artist that regardless.
Yeah.
I don't think I can put myself in the category of one of her devoted fans, because I will be honest, listen to some of Destiny's Child, listen to songs here and there throughout her discography, and only really got into it where I'm sitting down listening to every single song. I think was Renaissance. No, Lemonade. Let me not lie, Lemonade had my heart,
Lemonade's
had
good.
my soul.
I ain't sorry.
I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I also liked Partition,
Yeah.
but I didn't listen to Partition like I listened to Lemonade.
You see
So
that self-titled album?
And that's what I've listened to some songs in self-titled, but let me not lie. I will say I know a lot of Beyonce's discography, but I've never sat down to go through each one of her albums and been like, oh, this is a song I know, this is a song I know, this is a song I know.
Yeah.
I just see a lot of her fans and more devoted fans kind of go through songs, and I'm like, I don't think I know this one. I don't think I know this one either, type thing. And that's why I have to say that. But she's an artist that I think I really, really like to listen to. She's a top artist for me. Bruno Mars is also a top artist for me. I saw him for my 22nd birthday. Like, I flew from Houston, Texas to LA
Crazy.
to see him because the concert was on my birthday.
Crazy.
I will say, though, it was $250 I spent for the ticket to see what was supposed to be Bruno Mars and Cardi B.
Oh, and then
Cardi B had her baby and realized that, going on tour 6 months after your baby is born is a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
I cut her some great, or give her some, because it was her first baby. She probably thought, bounce back.
I'm going to bounce right back. Yeah. I'm going to be out there.
No. So Beyonce, Bruno Mars. I don't know. I guess those two. I just listen to a wide range, but I feel like those are the two.
Yeah. And I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when you listen to music, it's just to listen to music.
Yeah.
Like you're just like.
Oh, as opposed to the what?
Me, I listen to music as like a meditation. Like music's a big deal to me. And like, I listen to music a lot. Mm-hmm. And like, do you ever have, well, let me ask you this. So normally when I start listening to music, or in a day, I normally have like 1 to 2 songs that I'm like, I have to listen to these songs first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I lock in on those few songs and then I go about my business because after the songs comes the albums. And then I go, now especially, I need to listen to this album, and then let me add this album, and then let me add this album, and then let me add this album. And then, you know what, let me just go to the playlist where I have these 10 albums in here, and I'm going to play that playlist with the 10 albums. That's me when I listen to music. So I feel like I branch out with music, but it's intentional. I don't want to listen to a random song after I'm like when I go into my library, I have my songs that I already know and I want to listen to the songs I already know. If I'm seeking out different music, it's not on the magical radio, whatever it's called. It's because I'm sitting down, I want to listen to this specific thing. Does that make sense? So like,
kind of, yeah.
I feel like you're like, whatever music comes my way, I'm just going to listen to the music. Me, I'm like, I got my music. So-and-so came out with something, or I'll have sessions where I try to find new music as opposed to it finding me.
Yeah. I like it when it finds me though. Like for me, I listen to music all the time. Like if I think about it, if I'm not in my house, I'm listening to music. Like I don't go anywhere without my headphones. I can't go anywhere without my headphones. So I'm like always listening to songs. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't necessarily like listening through albums. There has to be something that attracts me.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm always looking for new songs, because I'm like, at some point, I have my list of songs. Like I go through to the point where I know all the words to them. And at that point, when I'm able to sing the entire song, that's when I get bored.
I don't get bored.
I get bored. Because it's like, I need to be, what is a word? What is a word that means like you need to be like jazzed up? It feels like it starts with an S.
Stimulated?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Peanut Gallery.
Yeah, thank you so much. I need to be stimulated.
Yeah, for me, the fun doesn't start until I know
in,
all of the words.
And the party don't start.
And I know all the words to that song.
Same here.
And the whole album. I know the words to pretty much that whole album. You get what I'm saying here? The fun doesn't start until I know all of the words.
Crazy.
And then like, it's a process for me. So I first listen to the song or an album, whatever. When I first listen, nothing. I normally get nothing. It's very rare where I'm like, this is the hit. It's a hit. Very rare.
Yeah.
I normally listen to it once and then I'm like, listen to it again. So I'll just put it on the
playlist.
Yeah, the repeat, whatever. And so I'll listen to it again. Normally pick up a little bit more, listen to it again. After the third time, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to understand what's going on here. And I either say I don't like it or, okay, I like this, let me keep playing it, right? So then, after that, that's when the fun starts. Because especially if I like it, I'll keep listening to it every day, multiple times a day. And then each time I listen to it, I get a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And I'm like hearing more things. And I'm like, oh, I remember this part. And that's really slapping this time I'm listening to it. It's like that. And then the second I know the song so well that I could sing the song, I could probably reproduce the song for people, right? That's when it gets to a process where I'm like, even though I know everything, it still gets better and better and better and better and better. Sometimes there's a point where I'm like, I need to stop listening to that song or I get sick of it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, there's a good portion in there, especially if it's a good song, where I could listen to it. So I'm normally obsessed, and then I kind of teeter it off after a while. But that's long after I know all of the words and all of the music.
Yeah. I
Crazy.
can't relate.
You can't relate at all. And isn't that interesting? Do you think any people act the way I do about music?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's people who act the same way that I do. And there's some people who could be more of an extreme or less of an extreme of the both of us.
Exactly.
It's just
diversity.
Yeah. Diversity.
Wow.
Right. My head is empty. I had an idea. I had a thought. Head empty.
You know, you just got a little noggin. It's okay.
Yeah. It is little.
Rattle it a little bit.
It's shrinking.
But yeah. So for me, I mostly listen to metalcore. That's normally the most of it. Alternative rock. R&B. Pop. I can get down on some Sabrina Carpenter.
Miss Carpenter.
Some.
Miss Carpenter.
Some. Because some of her songs, it's got personality. I like that.
They do. She's fun.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. But yeah, so pop music, and then I like disco.
Like by who?
Donna Summer.
Oh, okay.
She's my favorite disco artist.
Okay.
But I like that disco songs go on forever.
They do.
8-minute songs.
They do. I mean, people were discoing.
They were dancing in the club like the world was going to end.
Like in the roller rinks.
In the roller rink everywhere.
I need to learn how to rollerblade.
You never rollerblade or roller skate? Doesn't matter.
The one with the 4 wheels.
I think that's roller skating. I think the blade there. Well, actually, they both have 4 wheels. In a line?
Oh, sorry.
Or in a 4?
In the 4.
Okay, I think that's roller skating.
Yeah.
You haven't been to a roller skating rink?
I have, but I'm bad.
You were against the wall.
No, so I'm not against the wall, but at the same time, I'm not the best.
Yeah.
Like, I still fall.
Yeah, that's normal.
And I want to go backwards.
You want to be able to do the, okay,
tricks.
Everybody get in a line.
Yeah, because I'll watch people, and you can tell the people who have been doing it.
They are crazy. They be doing whole dance routines. They're on the ground, pointing their feet and
stuff.
That's
what I want to get at.
It's crazy.
But that takes a lot of time and practice and energy, and I don't have any of that.
All that.
And money. Though actually, I feel like rollerblading is something that doesn't need that much money once you have blades.
Yeah, once you have your skates.
Because the thing is, like,
the rentals.
Even outside of like my apartment complex, there's enough sidewalk that I could blade around and like practice outside once I have my own skates.
Yep.
Other hobbies, yes, invest a lot of money, but that one I think there's just like one initial investment. You can practice on your own, and then it's like every once in a while you can like move yourself into like a rink, and then do a little shimmy, shake. Yeah. There's actually somebody on my Instagram. He is someone I know from college. He got into roller skating, and he's now on like a team for the Phoenix Suns, where it's like, or Phoenix Mercury, I'm sorry, where they do halftime performances.
Oh, wow. That's legit.
It is legit. I think he's been doing it for a couple of years now, and he started with like not being able to do anything, and now he's like turning.
Dang, he must have worked hard.
Yeah. Like he's a person that I see who's like really building on his hobbies, because he roller skates and he also has his own photography company.
Oh, wow.
Where he like does photo shoots and stuff.
Yep.
So
period.
Try to make his hobbies. I mean, honestly, these could really be his main job. I don't think so though. I'm pretty sure he has another job, but I don't know. It's not like you go. I'm not going and posting about the things I do at my job, so I have no idea what he does. And we haven't spoken.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken in a minute. The only reason why I spoke to his wife recently because she wanted to buy one of my Beyonce tickets.
Ooh.
But she didn't want to buy them at the price I was selling.
Nobody ever does.
Nope. Until, they find out later on, because what was it? I accidentally bought 4 tickets to her Houston show, and I was trying to sell them, and I was selling them practically at face value because, I lied. I wasn't selling them at face value, but I was selling them like maybe $100 more than what I bought them for, because I don't know. There's just something about cheating people that makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I remember I was talking to Eva about it because I bought these tickets. And I'm like, I want to get rid of them. Just face value, blah, 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 blah. And they were just like, well, you're more than welcome to sell them at face value, but everybody else sells them for a higher profit. And I came to find out later that it doesn't even matter whether or not you want to sell them at face value, because if you resell them on the sites that you bought them, they're going to add extra fees and take money from you. So let's just say I bought a ticket for $630. For me to get $630 back, I now have to put the ticket on sale on Ticketmaster for $750.
Yep.
And so at that point, it's like
annoying,
right? But yeah, she reached out to me asking if I could have the ticket. She could have the tickets. Any person that I knew who was reaching out to me face to face, I was like, I'm going to sell to you at face value. Anywhere else, I have to up it regardless. And she's like, oh, those are a little bit expensive for me. Now those tickets are going for $1,100, $1,200, $1,400. There's some tickets listed for $1,500 on the site. And the rows behind my seat. So, but there is the thing that's crazy is it makes sense why people do it, because I bought 4 tickets. I sold 3 of them. And with the 3 that I sold, I made back the money that I needed to buy 4.
Yeah. Crazy.
And then I dropped the price of the 4th one because I was like, this is now just extra money.
Extra money.
That I don't need.
Yes. Can we talk about concerts?
Sure.
Because I like concerts, but there's so many things to like and dislike about concerts because, girl, let's start with the price.
It's getting more and more expensive to see your favorite artists.
More and more expensive, and it sucks that Ticketmaster and whoever else.
It's just I think it's just Ticketmaster.
And they're all like one big conglomerate, Ticketmaster.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah. And so, annoying to buy tickets through Ticketmaster. They make everything so difficult. And freaking going into the lobbies or the queue or whatever and having to wait. And I'm stressed.
I've never felt as much anxiety as I did trying to get tickets for Beyonce.
So much anxiety.
I hated it.
And it's just luck of the draw.
It is.
Luck of the draw. And then you get in there and you're like, why aren't you clicking? Let me click it.
Yes.
And there's always a malfunction of some sort in the thing. And you're like, please, I just want to see.
Yes.
Please.
Actually, as an aside to though, that it's just a luck of the draw, I want to say I get kind of really lucky when it comes to stuff like that. And I'm going to use Beyonce as well as Comic-Con as an example. Because I went to Comic-Con last year with our friends. Wow. And I remember getting on a call with Maddie and Aaron. Maddie said, I gotta go to work. And so it was me and Aaron, right? I have my one little computer, Dora. Aaron's got computer, phone, computer, phone. Or I think, no, Maddie took her phone, obviously. Computer, phone, computer. Right? So we just chilling. I have never gotten tickets for nothing before. So I'm just chilling. I'm like, Aaron, I got in. Aaron's like, how? I'm like, there's still like 500 people in front of me. Like, I don't know. Click, click, clack, clack, clack. And I'm able to get 3 out of the 4 days. I'm talking to Eva before Beyonce. Eva's like, you're lucky if you get anywhere above the 10,000s. I go, Eva, I'm 2,100. She goes, you're getting tickets. I'm like, ah! I try again later because I bought for Houston. It was based on time zone. So it was 12 PST or 12 p.m. at whatever time zone that you're in. So Houston went on sale before LA. I opened LA and I was higher up for LA, so I could have bought tickets for LA as well.
Dang.
And there was a little person in my ear chirping, being like, can you imagine how much more money you get? And I'm like, why would I want to go $5,000 in debt?
Yeah.
Please. Please.
No.
But anyway, anxiety inducing, but my luck's been good so far.
That's lucky. Sometimes I get lucky and other times it's a bloodbath.
Like, what is her name? Melanie Martinez?
Yes. Melanie Martinez.
You tried how many times before you got tickets?
I I'm still annoyed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I finally got some good tickets and I was able to see it. And we're segueing. We're segueing. Melanie Martinez, love her music, period. When I went to that concert, why was everybody in middle school? Because I'm like, she's been an artist. I don't know how long it goes back, but she was on The Voice when it was like one of the earlier seasons, right? And then I think she just put out maybe her third like full album. And you know, she took years between each album. And so I'm like, I was listening to this music at least like when I was in college. You guys, you're
elementary
middle
school then. Right?
Yeah, they were babies. And so I'm like, how do you guys even know her music? 1, 2, it's not appropriate for them. Like,
it's younger kids have such easier access to the internet now that it's like, even if it's not appropriate,
they find it.
And then I think we were talking in one of our previous episodes about how like Janet Jackson was, you know, trending, one of her songs was trending on TikTok. It could easily be one of those things where you're scrolling, somebody does a TikTok trend of Melanie Martinez, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you like one song. And sometimes they only know that one song.
They just know the one song.
Song, and they're going to see it because of that one song.
Yeah.
And finding out that the person has all these other hits. And that's typically what happens nowadays, where it's like, you hear the song by osmosis from somewhere else. You realize you really like it because it keeps popping up over and over and over again. And the next thing you know, you're buying concert tickets.
For the hype. And so it's so interesting, like the energy inside of a concert venue or whatever, where you're watching a show. I feel like, because you know, there's like public spaces.
Yeah.
And like people act different ways in different public spaces. I feel like concerts, people act weird all the time.
Yeah.
In a concert environment, especially if it's like, have you been to a show where it's like all pit?
Yes. I went to, it wasn't all pit, but I was in the pit.
Yeah.
It was for Imagine Dragons.
Oh, wow.
And I was supposed to be like, my ticket technically, if there was rows, I was row 2. So I should have been like right at the stage.
Dang.
But I was all the way in the back.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because before you get into the venue, you got to wait in line. Do you be showing up an hour, 2 hour early? I always just hate waiting in that line. And especially when it's a standing show. My feet.
I never want to do a standing show ever again. I think that I went to Imagine Dragons in college, and I think that was my last standing show.
You cut it off.
But the only reason why was because some guy poured his drink fell on me. And that's the reason why we were farther in the back, because people were being so unruly and rowdy in the front.
Oh, yeah.
That people had beers and they were spilling. So I said, like, we can still see them great in the back.
That's
we're
good.
still closer than the people who are in the seats, but I'm tired of getting beer spilled on me.
That is annoying.
Yeah.
And you know, the type of concerts I go to, I always send you videos of the
people fighting in the
moshing. Yeah. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Whenever we're at a standing show for that type of band, like more hardcore, we're on the side. Because we're like, we do not want any of that. There's people crowd surfing and all that crap. I don't want to be a part of that.
No.
I don't want it. But yeah, my feet. And I still go to standing shows because with some of the artists I normally like smaller artists. And they only, you know, Milk, period.
Who I'll never see.
You could see Milk, period.
No, I told you, wasn't it like, well, one more concert by the end of this year, I have to become their biggest hater? I can't remember what it is.
I don't blame you, because we literally had so many opportunities to see them over these past 2 years. There was one before we even knew who they were.
And that, I think that one was the most painful for me, because
we were literally, we drove past the venue. We were like, oh yeah, they're having a concert there. Literally drove past it.
That's the reason why whenever we do stuff like that and we say something, the next thing is we should go do it.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to find something to do.
Yeah, we were bored. And we could have just went to that show and been like, this band's pretty good. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Yes.
So that one hurts the most. But the next two, it's just because they're so small, and it makes sense that like they would come to LA. It makes sense. But because they're so small, they'll have their shows where they're like, hey, we're doing a performance on this random Tuesday in LA.
Yep.
And it's like me being in like Northern California, I could take a flight, but I have to go to work.
Yep.
And like if your show starts at 9 p.m. and it doesn't finish until 12, and then the earliest flight I can take is at 5 o'clock, and I have to be at work by 7.
You ain't making it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And do I really want to go all out of this way to take off a vacation day just to see Milk, period?
Limited vacation days.
Yeah, exactly. So it's unfortunate. I think what's even hurts me even more is they're an Irish band, and I was in Ireland for the entirety of it was only 2 days. They've been in hibernation though.
Yeah.
They haven't posted anything. I think Mark recently posted that he produced a song for somebody. And then I think he was like, don't worry, we're still working on our music.
And you're like, thank God.
I was like,
get to it.
I already knew that they were. My more so the thing is where I'm going to crash out, and what is my final straw is you're going to Ireland later this year. If they post they are doing a show in Ireland at the same time you're there, I'm never listening to them ever again. Ever again.
And it's the fact that I have seen them twice.
Yes, and brought friends who don't even care.
Don't care.
And have seen them multiple times.
Multiple times.
Yeah, no, I think that would be the final. That would be the straw that breaks my camel's back. Is if you fly all the way to freaking Dublin, and they're like, surprise show in Dublin, and you take your mom and your cousin
Who don't care.
I literally will never listen to them ever again.
I wouldn't blame you.
I'd be so pissed.
But I'm going to be in there like,
And I'd be home crying.
I'll send you videos.
Yeah, you can FaceTime me, honestly.
Yeah, that's what
Just
I did last
FaceTime
time.
me.
Because I was like, Cindy, this is my second front row.
You're front row. I'm sick to my freaking stomach.
Front row at the smallest venue.
Yeah, they literally could spit on you.
Honestly, I was like,
And you could
y'all need to take like 2 steps back. You're too close to me.
Yeah, no, I think that would be it. I think that's what I said. It's not if I don't see them by the end of the year. It's if you see them when you're in the. And as we talked about before, I'm just a little bit unlucky, and you're a little bit lucky, like really, or like, if this is baseline, this is where you are, this is where I am. So it makes sense if this would happen to you, and then because it's the same thing, right?
Yep.
You're just a little bit extra lucky, so you're gonna see them in Dublin. And I'm a little bit unlucky, which is why you're gonna see them in Dublin.
Oh my God, it's increasing my luck factor. That's why I've seen them multiple times.
And it's crazy too, because it's like I could have gone with you on this trip.
Yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Oh my God. But we live and we learn. But it's okay. We're going to Japan next year.
Yeah.
I'll make up for everything.
Hopefully. God damn.
You see.
Oh my God. Like, knock on that damn wood, because who knows? I'm like having a mini crash out right now. I'm just like introspective, like crash out, because what is my life? Truly, what is my life?
Because the scenario you have presented is likely to happen.
It's very likely. Because they've been gone long enough that we're getting into that period in which, okay, they haven't done anything in almost a year at this point, right? It's getting around about the year point of time. That is more than enough time to kind of put together music that you already working. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. If they plan a tour and they're coming back to the US, I think I would still be okay with them.
They go everywhere but California.
And that's where the crash out would be even more intensified. So, okay, let's set the scenario. Because I really like their music. I don't want to hate them, but they're really setting it up for me to hate them. So the thing is, there's multiple things that have to happen for a full Cindy crash out. Yes. Already I said, if you see them in Dublin, right?
For the third time.
For the third time, it's crash out worthy. Like, I think it would make me feel better if the show happened and you either A, didn't go, or B, the show happened and you're like, oh, it's happening the 13th and I'm leaving the 12th. Mm-hmm. Then we're fine. Even if you're there and you don't see it, cool. I'd still be pissed. But if you see it and you're calling me in the middle of the night, like, because of time zones, right? You're calling me and I'm in bed crying. Now, the second thing is that will make it even worse. Not only do you see them in Dublin, they announce a tour where they come to LA. not San Francisco, and it's on a day that's not feasibly possible for me to go, like a Wednesday. Mm-hmm. The only way that I can go is if I take off vacation days.
Which is likely to happen.
Excuse me. Like, even if it's a Thursday, I can do a Thursday. But if it's a Wednesday, I have to take off 2 days of work. I can't do that. I just can't. Then that would be even more crash out worthy. I think those are two. Was there a third one? Third scenario? I think those are the only two scenarios in which I'm like, I really have to hate you for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because you clearly don't want me as a fan.
We go to Japan and then they're in LA.
No, by the time I'm in Japan, it is what
it's
it is.
over.
Japan, by the time we hit Japan, it's like, it is
over.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's not looking too good, Cindy.
Hey.
But you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know. Because they could have done what they did with the LA situation where, like, they didn't, to my knowledge, at least based on when we were following them, they did go to Dublin during their tour. And then they did this kind of like surprise show, but I don't think they've really done a lot of, since we followed them, shows in Dublin. They've jumped back to the US. Yeah. And I think that's because Mark, their lead singer, is very much in he's an actor. So he probably does a lot of stuff. Like, he probably goes back and forth, but he's probably based here a lot for his work. Mm-hmm. And I think his partner's here too. So he might be here more often, which might be the reason why they do more stuff. Who knows? I don't know their lives. I don't even know these people.
I don't know these people. But enjoy their music.
I'm trying to be their fan. I'm trying.
You're
really
trying
hard.
too hard.
I'm trying.
And you know what happens when you try hard?
Nothing works for me.
Nothing works for you. But we'll see.
So watch, when I hate them, they're gonna be like, we're having 15 shows in SF, and by principle, I'm not going to any of them. It's the principle.
It is the principle at that point, and I'll be like, hey, Cindy.
They could be doing a performance in the. They could be doing a performance at the park.
Ding dong, ding dong. We're here for the house party. To
shut the door in my face.
Did you see that the All American Rejects? Do you know that band?
Yes.
All American Rejects. They're doing house parties.
No.
They're going across the country. It's a tour, and they're performing at house parties.
I love that. That's unique.
That is unique. Mm-hmm. They're like, this is what we used to do back in the day.
Oh,
so let's do
like
it
that.
now.
Yeah.
And so that's good energy. That's a good vibe.
I like that.
You see, when was the last time you've been to a house party?
I don't think I ever went to a house party. I wasn't cool enough to be invited to them.
Dang. Mm-hmm. You see, when you get invited to a house party, it's never by the person who owns the house.
And that's what makes it worse, because I was never invited to a house party.
Yeah. Hey.
Even one of my really good friends from high school, I bring this story up all the time. So I hope this becomes one of the clips, because she watches our clips. Mm-hmm. She had a massive house party where she invited every single person in the band but me.
Dang.
Right?
On purpose?
No, she thought she did, because she said that, like, it's kind of like what you said, where it's like, it's a house party in the sense of, like, she thought somebody else was going to invite me, but she claimed, she's like, how is it that I invited the entire band, but I didn't invite you?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I didn't get an invitation. I heard about the party from everybody else. Mm-hmm. I never heard from you. And she's like, you could have come, like, you were part of the band, but I'm like, I can't just show up to somebody's house, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing that's so crazy is that is a party that people talk about throughout the entirety of high school.
And you were like,
and we got closer and closer every year. So every time somebody would bring it up, I'd always be like, she didn't invite me. And she goes, why do you keep saying that? But yeah, so I never got, even someone I'm super close to, we are locked like this, like my practically family, right? Didn't even invite me to her own house party. Yeah. I guess I'm not cool.
You see, I just need you to move to LA. Mm-hmm. And I'll move in with you.
Will you invite me to house parties?
And we'll throw a house party.
I don't want people in my house.
Oh my God. You're never getting invited to a house party. But no, my mom will probably invite you to our house party.
Okay, yeah.
Whenever our house is done.
See, so here's the thing, right? The reason why I don't want a house party in my house is because you're responsible for cleaning up after. And people always leave the house a mess.
True.
They don't clean up after themselves.
True.
That's why I want to go to house parties and not have a house party.
Yeah, that's fair.
But hey, I'm down to go to your mom's house parties.
She's like, we're going to have a private chef, and we're going to have waiters, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do...
Still invite me. I can fly, even if we're not roommates. It's only an hour and a half. I can make it. I will see you in Orange County.
She's crazy. She's so crazy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Good times.
Yeah,
good times.
the best of times and the worst of times.
But you aren't missing anything.
That's what everybody says, but I'm like, you only say that because you were there.
You aren't missing anything. You be in the house parties.
I think I did. Oh, no. I went to one sophomore year of college.
Dang, she went to a house party.
Because I saw someone snorting coke.
And you said, I gotta go.
No, I literally went to my roommate and said, the party is changing a vibe. Because it was a bunch of kids, freshmen, with weed in their backpack. And then we came, like, everyone was trying to sell some weed. People were drinking. I didn't want to drink. I think it's because I drove there. I did not want to drink. And then all of a sudden I came back into the house with my my suite mate. It wasn't my roommate. And we saw someone going,
oh my God.
and then
that's when you're like,
I looked at her and I'm like, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
And it's a good thing we left because I think 15 to 20 minutes after we left, the police were called.
Oh,
yeah.
And all y'all getting in trouble.
We were long gone by that point.
So. Smart brain.
I was like, I don't want to be around coke.
You ain't never gonna catch me.
You're not. Because you know who would go to jail out of everybody in that? Because there wasn't a lot of people who looked like me at that party. So.
Yes. Mm-hmm. For shame.
For shame. Yeah, no. I don't even know what you would dress. What would you even wear to a house party? I think I just wore jeans and a t-shirt. I don't even remember.
I don't care. Whatever clothes I'm wearing. Because I'm not that girl. I'm not going to be like, what should I wear? What should I wear? Let me try on 10 things. No, I don't care. Mm-hmm. Even when my mom's like, should I wear this shoe? Or should I wear this shoe? I'm like, they're the same. Just wear, they're both black. I don't care. Just wear both of them.
One on each foot.
One on each foot. I don't care.
Foot. That's a vibe.
Yeah.
I think that was a thing that people used to do, like with Converse, where they'd get a bunch of Converse in different colors and mix and match.
Mm-hmm. You see, my socks match. I was not always this girl.
No. It's hard. The only reason why my socks match is because I don't have a lot of socks that they're long, and I don't like the idea of like more one leg being covered than the other. Mm-hmm. I think that's where you draw the line.
That's where you draw the line.
Yeah.
Because it's uncomfy.
Yeah. Mm-mm. But
yeah,
I lose socks too often too, so I'm always buying new pairs of socks, and that's why I always have matches, because by the time I lose them, I need to get another set, and those will always match. So that's a phenomenon I think we need to look into. Why do socks disappear?
Socks, bobby pins.
Yeah, hair ties.
Yep.
Where do they go?
And I never find them.
I never find them. Like, the sock thing really gets me, because I'm like, it's mainly in the dryer.
Yeah. And they're just gone.
Yeah.
And you'd be putting away clothes and you're like,
where did this come from? It just came out of thin air. Because typically by the time I find the second sock, I would have thrown the first sock away.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't have the pair anymore. And then I'm just upset looking at one sock being like, where were you?
Where were you when I needed you?
Maybe there are sock gremlins. There's a whole thing where there's gremlins living in your dryer that take your socks.
I think that's accurate.
Accurate.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cindy. We be yapping.
We do be yapping.
And that's on period.
I can't even tell you what we talked about.
You see editing, Chanel.
And then when I make clips.
Enjoy.
And yeah, and our intern Maddie, enjoy.
Yes. Peanut Gallery, thank you.
Alrighty, goodbye.
Bye.
Is someone knocking on my door? Hello? Open the door. Open the door. I'm filming a podcast right now. Goodbye.
Hi.
You want to say hi to the podcast?
No, thank you.
Okay, bye.